sit back and just reflect upon this. We see this in our day-to-day life, that two people, it could be husband or wife, or father and son, or mother and daughter, can be anybody living together. When they are out in the world separately, everybody thinks they're the nicest people on the earth, and they get so many compliments. But the moment the two come inside the home, something happens where they bring the worst out of each other. And the question comes to our mind, why is it? Why is it that the two, when they're out interacting with the world, everybody praises them, but when they're together, it's a whole different scenario? And when you think about it, the answer comes because everybody wants to be right. So both are fighting to be right, that I am right. And why is it? Because it feels good. When I'm right, it feels good. It's a good feeling. And this is where our spirituality, our yogic science teaches us that to feel good does not mean we need to get certificate from the outer world, from outer people, from each other, that yes, you're nice. To have that true feeling of goodness is to make sure that you have so much love in your heart, you have that purity, you have that divinity, you have so much positivity, and you have inner strength inside. And when you have all this, then you feel good. And when you have that inner power, then even when the other person says something that is not so positive, can we stay quiet then? We can actually stay quiet and not say anything. Because the inner power is what makes you to stay in silence and not be reactive. So when we do yoga, when we do meditation, when we do pranayama techniques, what happens? We are actually increasing our inner power. Just like when we do physical exercise and we increase our physical power and we stay strong and we are able to carry on day-to-day responsibility without any problem, exactly the same way when through meditation, when sitting in silence, when we do yoga stretches, when we do these pranayama techniques, actually we are increasing our brain's power, our mind's power, the power of our spirit, the power of our Atman is being increased. And that power is what's needed to feel good all the times. Whether you have the worldly praise or not, but you have inner strength, inner feelings. It's very much needed. Think about it. When we tell this to each other, the question comes in, how many times I should stay quiet? I stayed quiet once, twice, 3 times, and that's it. So what is the right number? And let me tell you, we start counting these numbers when there is no inner power. We are doing it out of force. Oh, I heard it, it's a good thing. But inside we are empty, we are hollow, we have no power. So we're doing it out of force or out of fear or out of that superficial wisdom that we have heard it, bookish knowledge. But we actually don't have the power to carry on that in our day-to-day life. Just like if I'm standing up and I need to bend down to pick up something, and my back is hurting, every time I bend down, I will feel pain. Now I can bend down once, twice, 3 times, but 4th time, I will say that's it. I can no longer bend. So in order for me to continuously be able to bend, what do I need to do? I need to increase my back strength. The moment the flexibility, the strength of my lower back goes up, I'm able to bend down as many times as I want to. So that's on the physical level. Exactly the same way, bending down with humility, with humbleness, with quietness, with silence can be done. If we increase our inner power, then you don't count that how many times I'm going to let go, how many times I'm not going to say anything. As many times as it's needed. Why? Because you're doing it for your own self. You're doing it to protect your inner peace, your harmony. And if that relationship is important to you, loss of relationship, to protect that, you're doing it. So, just like we do physical exercises to increase our outer power, same way, when we gather here, all we are doing is increasing our mental power. It's not easy. These are not physical exercises that are going to strengthen only our body. These are the exercises that exercise our mind, that exercises our breath, that exercises our all inner systems, and it ends up in resulting higher energy, good feelings. So, just like with the outer eyes, we see other people walking, talking. Exactly the same way, now with the eyes of our mind, we need to watch our thoughts. Every minute, what am I thinking? If my thoughts are related to other person or older past situation, past happening, that means I need to change it. Watch with the eyes of your mind every hour. What am I thinking? And when we start watching, we really don't have to do anything. On a physical level, when we have to increase strength, we actually have to take time out of our schedule to do those physical exercises, and then only we feel that increased strength. But to increase mental power, you really, and mind you really don't need to do anything. All you have to do is just be watchful. As you're doing your day-to-day activities, be watchful every hour. What am I thinking? Just like we have some little kids here, right? Look with what discipline they are sitting, these little girls. I'm so impressed. Why are they sitting like this? Because they are told by their parents, their mom, that when you're sitting in a meditation, you cannot be jumping and talking and playing. So mom gave very clear instructions to these kids that before you come in, you must follow this discipline. And they do. Exactly the same way, we need to give clear instruction to our mind, just like that. That every hour, only think about yourself. Focus on you. Look at all the voids, the gray areas that need to be transformed, changed, and focus and change. So every hour, check, edit, and change your thoughts. But instead, what we do, we tell ourselves, my mind does not listen to me. How often we say that? My mind just does not listen to me. It's not in my control. How many times I use the word sorry after we've said something? And let me tell you, we will never have to use the word sorry if our inner power of mind is so strong. Every word that will come out of your mind, your heart, your mouth is going to only bring that blissful feeling, that good feeling, that sukha, to other people, and then all the blessings will come back, and all of a sudden you'll wonder, why am I so happy? Because it all starts from within. How is your inner energy? Whatever is flowing from within is what's coming back. It's not the other way around, that what you are receiving is what you're giving. No, whatever you are generating from inside is what's bringing back. So if you don't like what's happening in your life, then all you need to do is just look within and change your energies through meditation, through yoga, through pranayama. Just change those inner powers. That's all. Just like we charge our phone, and I love to use this example always, that in the morning when we wake up, we have charged our phone all night, so we can use that phone all day. And guess what? Sometimes we just talk all day, and when we actually really need the phone, it's evening time to come home, rush hour, and guess what? Battery is completely discharged. So then we learn a lesson, and now we've gone smart. We carry our charger everywhere. We have it in the car, we have it at the workplace, right? We have it we have the mobile chargers also wherever we go. I've seen those too, So that phone is continuously connected to the charger, and now there is no fear. You have it when situation happens, you have it all the times at the time of need. Now think about it. Similar thing, similar formula, that our mind all day when we go to work, it's thinking. Other people are reacting negatively. Some situations cause tension, some situations cause stress, and all that is accumulated. And by the time we come home, our battery is completely discharged. And the moment we come in and we open the door, and now their spouse is waiting or kids are waiting, and they want our attention. They want us to sit down as a family and talk to them. And guess what? We are carrying all those tensions in our mind. So what a discharged battery will give to the family. And then we step back and we think, what is the purpose of my going out and working all day? The purpose of life was to give me and my family comfort and happiness and love. But what am I giving? What am I giving? Actually, I'm carrying those tensions and stresses, and I'm coming home, and that's exactly what I'm passing on to them. And no wonder the relationships are not flourishing. Everybody is getting disconnected from everyone. And now we have a need, lot more need to go to psychologists and psychotherapists than ever before in our life. And mind you, we can be the best psychotherapists for our own body, our own mind, because we know ourselves better than anybody else. Nobody can ever find out what's going through other person's mind. No matter how much you love, no matter how much you care for the other person, no matter even if it's your child, but you can, one thing God has kept it very secret. You can never, you think you know, but you really don't know what the other person has in their mind. So, empower yourself, empower your mind is the goal of life. And that's why when we get to our weekly session here, the goal is to fill your mind with so much power that when we are living in this world, our battery is not discharged. And then every hour, whatever you're doing, every hour just sit back and just watch. Just like if you're watching a child, have you seen 1 or 2 year old child? And they're running around and they're trying to touch things that you don't want them to touch. And the moment you look at them, all you have to do is just look at them and they stop. That somebody is watching. Exactly the same way this mind is our child. We don't have to do anything. The moment you close your eyes and look within, It's like a child, and mind stops doing its monkey business, let me tell you. And you protect yourself from all this stress, all this pain, tension. So, at the end of the day, if you do it every hour, at the end of the day when you come home, physically you may be tired, but mentally you are blossoming like a flower. You are so fresh, full of love, energy, that you have it and now you're going to give it to your loved ones. So where would the relationships go? Where would the harmony, the inner strength, the inner power will go? It's always going to rise. It's called traffic control of your thoughts. Traffic control. Just like, you all have come here today and you saw there's so many stoplights, right? Red lights. Now you all stop right there. Imagine if you didn't follow, you didn't put your brakes, where would you be? Not here. Definitely not here. Somewhere else, right? So exactly the same way, we need to stop, put that red light every hour. Red light meaning stop. Then put yellow light. Right, think. What am I thinking? Am I thinking about myself, my upliftment, my betterment, or am I thinking and writing other people's scripts all day? And so yellow means think, and green, go. And then you have that hour. Hour has gone, and now next hour you start the same process. Red, yellow, green. Red, yellow, green. And slowly it will become way of living, where your body and mind does not need any instructions. Slowly it will become part of your habit, that you are going to be so mindful, so watchful, so conscious about every thought that goes through your mind and every word that you utter. Your utterance will only bring joy to other people's hearts. And you become a blessing in your own life, and you become blessing in other people's life. Imagine, isn't this the kind of life we dreamed once? Now we are ready to achieve it. This is a dream of everyone. Trust me, it's a food for every soul. But soul doesn't get it, so soul gets very tensed. And when the moment we start getting this food for soul, we start to feel so relieved, so relaxed. It's like a manual, how to live life, manual of human life. So, we've seen a lot of people that are successful. Why is it somebody is the best dad but not a great husband? Why is it that somebody is the best mom but not the greatest wife? The same people. Why is it the mom is the best friend but not a good worker? We all are playing so many roles, and we excel in some roles and we don't do well in other roles. The reason is, the moment we think I am the boss and now I'm interacting with my employees, or I'm the husband, or I'm the father interacting with the children, that ego comes, where the thought that I have the right to interact with that power, with that ego, and then I feel it's allowed, I'm permitted, it's okay to interact with them like that. But yogic science teaches us, my child, know first who you are. I am not just a physical body. I am that powerful soul, that peaceful soul, that point of light, that Atman, that power of self, that's filled with peace, power, purity, and happiness and strength. Now, when I think about who am I, then I think, who's the other person? The other person is also a powerful soul. And now my ego goes away. Soul to soul interactions. Ego goes away, and now what comes between the two is only love, only purity, only divinity, only caring feelings come. Then you're not focusing. The secret I'm sharing over and over again with you is that when we only focus on our gray areas, that oh, I lose my temper, so all day I'm thinking temper, temper, temper. Temper will never go away. Tension will never go away. Stress will never go away. But now what do I need to do? I need to only think of who am I? Think of, instead of temper, think of peace. Think of happiness. Think of joy. Think of harmony. Think of purity. The more we focus on that, automatically temper and fear and worry and pain and stress and tension will go away. And last thing before we start our stretches, just like in our homes, we always have so much stuff that we never get rid of. Some people can relate to it better than others, right? That we keep on accumulating like so much stuff that one day I might be able to use it. So I'm not going to throw it out. Does that sound familiar? Right? So all these years, 10 years go by, 15 years go by, and the thing is sitting in that corner and accumulating dust day by day. And in my mind, one day I'll be able to use it. So it sits there. And one fine day, maybe it's Diwali or Christmas, one thought comes, God, I've not used this for so many years. It's accumulating dust and it's taking all this space. And I can use this space better. And that day, very fine morning, I take that and I throw it out in the garbage. What did it take? One thought. Am I right? Isn't it? One thought, one powerful thought came to your mind, and now it's the same house, same person, same stuff, but I trashed it without any guilt or without any confusion. So it's not, when people say it takes time to get things done, it takes time to heal. No. Yogic science teaches us it takes one powerful thought to make it happen. And if you were to do it, then bring that thought now and not later. And thoughts are manufactured in the mind. And if mind is trained, mind is powerful, when we exercise our mind, when we increase our inner power of mind, inner energy, then what happens? Actually doing things takes only seconds. It's very easy. So the purpose of this class is to increase that inner power, to increase that power of mind, to exercise mind's power, so that when we are out interacting with the world, with our loved ones, with the outside world, then we are not affected and we stay blossomed inside. Inside there is so much joy, so much peace, like a fountain, and it's just flowing, outflowing from our mind and body. Then your aura, your energy is so pure, no matter who you're talking to, you will not be affected. You know why? Because your energy is more powerful than the other person. And isn't it the stronger the person is, he wins on a physical level. If you see somebody who has built his body and is very strong, everybody gets kind of a little fearful that do not mess around with this person, right? Isn't it? Nobody will have any arguments. You will be very careful. It's for your own protection. You want to watch out. Exactly the same way, when you increase your inner power, your aura, your energy is purified, then people don't have the power, the strength to try to give you negativity or to fight with you or to argue with you or give you pain. So it's like buying insurance. You're insured till the end. So with these words of wisdom, we'll start today's session. So let's go ahead and stand up.